Japanese people and drink and drink and drink are careful to. And some people are like, is it okay? The downsides. Pros.
Your favorite.
My favorite. Most common mistake is Japanese, of course. Japanese people are just like, Onesan.
Japanese weird point that you didn't share with me. Is there anything you want to?
Should I do that? Of course, like anyone is having their ups and downs, right?
Different.
Nomikai. That's unique. That's
okay.
unique. Nomikai.
Did you have a lot of nomikai in Japanese restaurant?
Yes, quite. They happen like sometimes nomikai like with Japanese people. There's some Japanese companies like around Bucharest. After work, they just come to this restaurant and drink and drink and drink.
You mean too much drink?
Meaning, I don't know how they can handle this much. I don't know how. Actually, it's amazing that actually Japanese people can part like work from having fun and having alcohol and stuff like that. Because, for example, if I drink, I cannot really go to work the next day. Like, no, it's impossible for me. But they can. You can do that. I don't know how. Like, this is what I saw in the restaurant. They come, they drink a lot, which is amazing. I mean, I cannot drink that much.
Okay.
And I think it's amazing to have this much resistance. Usually when Japanese are coming to the restaurant, we usually are careful to refill the fridges.
What do you mean? Sorry?
We are careful when we hear that we have Japanese clients. We are trying to refill the fridges as much as possible with the beer, sake, and stuff like that because they're drinking. Yeah, we need to refill them so they won't be disappointed at some point when we're gonna say something like, "Oh, we don't have like a cold beer anymore," and they're like, "No." So yeah, nomikai. This is unique.
A lot of alcohol. Yes. Okay, I understood.
Yeah. Unique thing is also with the bowing when you guys like are always like this.
Did you do that when you were working in a restaurant?
Yes. We also quite need to have like Japanese waitress etiquette, which is like how to hold hands, like the right over like the left, and to stay with the straight back, and also like the legs position and stuff like that. We also have those shoes that you guys have, like traditional clothes. So everything has to be quite on point. We have to act and behave like we try to bring Japan like to Romania. We need to act like that in a Japanese traditional restaurant. And actually, Japanese people when they come in, they quite like it. They quite like it and appreciate it, I think. Yeah, we have to say irashaimase, arigatou gozaimashita. We have to bow. The funny thing, like a few months after I started working in the restaurant, I was just talking to my friends or going around the streets, and it was like, "Thank you." I'm really sorry. When I'm moving around, please cut.
Okay.
Yes, and some clients like it, some clients get scared of it. But yes, I got the habit of going to, even outside the restaurant, I got the habit, like to just bow my head always to anyone. And some people are like, "Is she okay? Why is she shaking her head so much? It's okay." At first, when I got employed there, I was quite shy. I didn't want it to shout "irashaimase." For me, like it was really weird at the beginning, but at some point I just got used to it. It was like, okay, this is my job. This is their culture. It's okay.
Yeah.
And I got used to it at some point. It was cute. I mean, it feels welcoming. I mean, this is how I felt as a foreigner going into a Japanese restaurant. Then it's like, oh, it's so cute. They're welcoming everyone and saying like, welcome. The downsides. It's a lot of work. To work in a Japanese environment, it's a lot of work. Like really, it's not comparable to what Romanians are used to work like in restaurants and so on. It was a lot of multitasking. I don't know exactly for each country, but usually in Western like restaurants in Europe, usually everyone is having his own job, right? Like someone is washing the dishes, someone is being just a waiter and only for a certain table, not many tables. Only someone is cleaning, only someone is the cook assistant. No, in this Japanese restaurant, everyone was doing everything. Like, for example, the kitchen was like really full. They didn't have time to finish the orders. We had so many clients at some point. Even us, the waitresses, need to step in and help out the kitchen. Even if we don't know how to, but we need just to try. Or, for example, the waitresses, we also the bar, preparing drinks for clients and also doing the dishes. Us, the waitresses, are cleaning after the restaurant is closing. We prepare for the next day, which is not really a waiter duty. The restaurant doesn't have many waitresses. Usually on a shift, we were like 2 waitresses. That was quite difficult because at some point maybe someone couldn't work, and at some point I was like staying alone with so many tables, so I had to take care of so many tables. It was like really hard to handle. The pros, I really liked the environment. Like everyone was like a family there. Like it wasn't like boss to employee relationship. It was like more like family to family. Even if you were wrong or you did mistakes, they were scolding you like they were like your parents or something like that, not just your bosses or your employer or anything like it. Like everyone was a family there. We help each other, we hang out with each other. And I really like the Japanese culture. I got the chance to learn much more about it because a lot of Japanese people were coming in the restaurant. The owner is Japanese. Some of the cooks are Japanese and stuff like that. So it was quite enjoyable. I had my fun. For 2 years, it was really fun. Okay. It was a fun part-time job. I had fun.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you really much for this collaboration. Good work for today. Thank
you. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day.
Bye-bye.